last game. How are you feeling? Very emotional loss. Just how are you doing with that?
I mean, big rivalry, I mean, you want to come out with the win for the seniors. I mean, devastating loss. I mean, games like that, those are why you play football, and they did what they needed to do the second half to get the win, and we just had to keep improving week in and week out.
What's kind of the vibe like on loss?
At halftime, vibes were great. I mean, we're all ready. We knew we had a second half to play, and I mean, that's what you want in the locker room, especially when you're big. You don't want to be all nonchalant and try to go through it, just get through that half. But our vibes were pretty high, and we expected to win that game.
What was the difference in the second?
How did that compare to after the second half?
I mean, we're a brotherhood in there. I mean, you win together, you lose together, and obviously we ended up coming up short, and you never want that to happen. But I can best believe the guys will be ready next week, moving forward.
What was the difference in their pressure on you when you were passing in the first half as opposed to the second half? Did it seem like a lot more guys were coming at you?
I mean, that's what teams kind of like to do, I mean, want to get the quarterback off rhythm a little bit, and I mean, they brought some pressures, and I mean, I take it all on me. I mean, as a quarterback, I got to distribute where they're empty at, and I feel like second half, I put it all on me. I didn't do my job.
Did it limit the opportunities you had to actually go through your progression, though? So you say it's on you, but if you only got one read and you got to get rid of the ball, how does that change things for you?
I just got to be faster with my reads. That's all it is.
Because of the rivalry and the fact that you guys had a 20-0 lead, does this one sting even more than last week?
I mean, last week is last week. That's in the past. I mean, we kicked that one in the dust and moved forward. I mean, we haven't really thought about it, and I mean, that's not our caliber of football. And I mean, today, I mean, you lose again, and I mean, you just keep moving forward. We'll figure it out. I mean, we got the guys in there. We're talented from every position there is, and it's coming together. And I have full belief in this team.
Jacolby, how surprising was it just to you, your perception of it, that it changed in the second half? You guys are up 20, and it looks like you're cruising. Just for you personally, as you felt it changing, how was that? How did that? I assume it was surprising. What did it feel like?
I mean, that's football, I mean, you see a lot of games like that, and it just happened to happen to us today. And you just have to find a way, dig deep, find a way, and move forward. I mean, there's going to be drives where they don't go your way, and you really have to look into yourself and get it done.
That last drive, you kind of had the feeling, we'll take it down there.
That last
Take
drive.
the field goal order.
That last drive, I had 100% full belief that we were going to score. And, I mean, obviously things happen. I mean, one play happened, and you just have to move on. I mean, obviously that was the last play, and we're going to learn from it. I'm going to learn from it, and that's all you can do.
You probably like that pass that Desmond back. They were just the long sideline pass.
Oh, 100%. I mean, when I miss deep balls, that's really rare for me. And, I mean, testing out the wind had a big effect on the first quarter. It was blowing, I want to believe, I don't know which way, but it was blowing and it was carrying. And I just, as a quarterback, have to adjust to that wind.
Jacolby, I know you said last week, but might this be more difficult to process through tomorrow than last week was?
No, not at all. I mean, we lost. I mean, and you lose 2 in a row. Obviously, there's going to be some heads turning, but at the end of the day, like I said, I have 100% full belief in the coaches and the players, and we're going to get it done. And, I mean, you never want to lose games. I mean, you lose one ACC game, there's still hope. Like, our season's not over, and I'm not going to quit on this team, and I know those guys in there, they're not going to quit on the team. So we're just going to keep moving forward and find a way.
Jacolby, but how is this feeling today, though? You beat this school 5 times in a row, you lost the belt. What was that feeling like?
Well,
You and the rest of the team.
I've been here, I can say this for my 4th year, never lost to them, and my mindset was to dominate. I've seen Sam Howell, I've seen Drake, and they've been in games like this. And for me, it's be composed. And obviously, I mean, it's tough to be on the short end of the stick, but like I say, you got to keep moving forward. Don't let this one drag everything down.
You talk about the confidence that you have in this locker room to turn it around. I guess where does that come from? What is that process actually like the next couple of days? How you guys kind of regroup and not let this kind of carry on?
I mean, we've seen what the offense can do. We've seen what the defense can do. It's just putting it all together. Coach Brown preaches that 24/7. Once we put it all together, I don't think there's a team that can beat us. And second half, that wasn't offense. I mean, we wish we can have some drives back, but you can't. I mean, it's football. And, I mean, once we get it together, then the sky's the limit.
Jacolby, for you personally, I guess at that quarterback spot, when you do, I guess, get a sense that drives are stalling out, things like that, what do you personally, try to do to, get things back on track, try to, I guess, regain control of the game?
You just motivate the guys. You just tell them this one drive you can't just let one drive kill the rest of the game. And that's all I did. And just keeping them upbeat, like never letting them get inconsistent with things, and just making sure we're on top of it, play in, play out.
Jacolby, what did Coach Brown say to you guys after the game? What resonated with you the most?
I mean, it's just pretty much, I mean, nice guy whenever, I mean, obviously you don't want to lose, but at the end of the day, he's really good at just making sure we're all upbeat, like we're a family. We win together and we lose together. And no matter what, there's no pointing fingers. I mean, you just have to, like I said, dig deep, look inside, and figure it out.
Have you ever been in a game where they stormed the field on you?
First one.
And what is that like when your rivals, those kids are pouring out of the stands and going crazy on the field as you're walking on?
Good for them. I mean, I don't like them, but, I mean, they won. They deserve it. And, I mean, you give props where props is due. And they did what they had to do to get a win. And it sucks to say, but, I mean, I have one more year left, and you know the rest.
All right, thanks, Jacolby.
Thanks, Jacolby.
Let's go. Hear the emotion of this loss and one last week.
Well, for me, I take it as a loss, and I just got to come back next weekend, go win. For my team, I feel like we took it to heart, of course, but we can bounce back from this. We got a lot of more games to play. We got a lot of more opportunities to go out there and get some more dominant wins. So I mean, we just got to take this into heart and just go out there and just execute next game.
What went wrong for you guys defensively in the second half?
I wouldn't say anything, just went wrong. I mean, Duke's a pretty good team. We're a pretty good team. We just got to be able to just put it all together out there. We were just playing football. They were able to just make the plays, and I wouldn't say we messed up or anything, but we just got to fit gaps and stuff like that. Fits.
Did they make any adjustments at halftime that maybe challenged you guys a little bit more than it did in the first half?
Honestly, I think we just got to go out there and just play some football. It's a football. Two teams. Just got to go out there and play. They made adjustments, I guess you could say. I don't really remember the game like that, but we just got to go out and just keep playing.
They had the ball a lot in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Did you guys start to wear down a little bit physically?
Nah, we didn't. We got that stop, on that fourth down. So I feel like we just came to play when it mattered, and we just got to, like I keep saying, we just got to put it all together.
As one of the leaders just on the defensive side of the ball, what do you see as your role in terms of just bringing the guys' confidence up and getting everybody ready to go into next week?
Like you said, we just got to bring the confidence back up, just get ourselves back on our feet. We're not down, but of course, we lose. Everyone loses. Not everyone's going to be a winner. So we just got to be able to bounce back, like I said at the beginning, just go out and win next week.
Jahvaree, what did you think you guys did so well in the first half? You shut them out in the first half. I think they only had 97 total yards, a whole bunch of punts. What did you feel like you guys had working then, and how did it sort of go away, in your opinion?
Honestly, we were just out there just having some fun. I feel like we all kind of, I wouldn't say like fell back, but we didn't fall back. We just weren't playing at a high tempo, at a high just caliber of fun. Like we were always like trying to figure out what to do, figure this out. But I feel like if we just continue to just have fun, just go out there, we'll just go out there and keep dominating like we did in that first half. So.
What, if anything, did Coach Collins say to you guys after the game?
Can you repeat that? I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. What, if anything, did Coach Collins say to you guys after the game?
Honestly, he just told us he loves us. We love him as well. We love everybody. Him, Coach Brown, all the coaches came up to us, told us we love each other. Because it's not the end of the season; it's just the fifth game. So we can go out there and just win next week.
How's the team's togetherness right now, Jahvaree? Last week was rough, and now you lose your rival. Some people could think, this could snowball. How together are you guys?
I feel like we're together. We all, got here together. We practice together every single day. We are all just together. We just got to go out there and just keep going. We just can't let anything stop us. yeah, I mean, we handle adversity, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has adversity, but you just got to just figure out how to just keep it going. And that's what we can figure out.
When you look at how last week's game went and then how today's game unfolded in the second half, it's easy to say you move on, but how hard is it truly by yourself when you're thinking about these last 2 weeks? Is it to truly move on?
I mean, for me, I feel like we got another game. Like, just go get in tomorrow, watch film, move on to the next. I mean, it's not really much we can do about it. We lost, so all we can do is just bounce back and just continue to win with the rest of the season.
You lost to a school, you beat the school five years in a row, Carolina did, and you lost this year and lose the bell and just celebrate. What was that feeling like walking off the field?
I mean, of course, a loss is like a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's going to be like, wow, like, we lost. But like I keep saying, got more opportunities to go out there and just keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got plenty more games. 3-2, we can go out next week and be 4-2. So we just got to win next week and go 1-0. But this week, we lost. Just move on from it and just go out and win next week.
Was there a particular point in the game where you felt the control was starting to give away? I know you guys didn't have the fourth down stop in between, but was there kind of a point in the game where it kind of felt like early control was starting to slip away?
I wouldn't say it was just slipping away. You know, they just made some pretty good plays. We just got to figure out a way to just stop them.
What will be your personal routine to kind of regroup after this loss?
Move on. I mean, it's not really much I can do about it. We lost, you know what I'm saying? I just move on and just watch film next week on the next team that we play. That's it.
Jacolby was saying the vibes were great at halftime, which I'm sure they were. You guys were rolling. Can you compare and contrast for us what it's like in there at halftime and what it's like now? I'm sure there's much more disappointment. Just tell us about the overall mood.
I mean, we're all, you know what I'm saying, we're just disappointed. Of course, we lost. But, I mean, again, we are going to come back tomorrow. We're going to lift. We're going to practice. We're going to just be together, eat together. I mean, it's like we're not falling apart. We're nowhere near down. You know what I'm saying? People are thinking, oh, deal with 2 losses, lost to your rival, lost to JMU. I mean, it's lost. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loses at some point. So we just got to come back together and just win.
Jacolby and you obviously mentioned this bounce back mentality that you have. Where does that come from? You know, was anything said in the locker room that kind of contributed to just looking forward to next week?
I mean, when you wake up, you got to go out and execute your day. I mean, of course, you know, bad things happen, but you just got to figure out a way to just continue to push through it and just continue to figure out how you're going to be able to do what you want to do and get to where you want to get. And for us, that's to win. And so we just got to keep figuring out how to win. And we'll figure that out.
It's a tough loss, you know, on the road here. Obviously, you're feeling that. Tell me what it's like to just go out there and see your family and talk to them.
I mean, of course, it's always great seeing my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so thankful that they're able to be here to support me with every game. You know what I'm saying? They're always here. And with just seeing them, of course, it makes my day every time because you never know what could happen. And so, I mean, I'm not going to let this loss affect me. I'm going to just go talk to them. We're just going to move on from it, and just, that's it. So.
Up front on the line of scrimmage, do you think they were more physical than you guys in the second half?
They weren't. We were doing our job. You know what I'm saying? It may not seem like it to, you know what I'm saying, on field, but like on the film, like when we're looking at it, we were doing our job. So.
Did they change what they were doing to make it harder in the second half?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was harder. It's just more so we just got to figure out a way to execute and just stop them from scoring.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Yep.